Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to bring you guys a little bit of a solo sloop guide, just a general sloop guide, just a little bit of a thought process and inside my head here, let you guys know kind of what I think and how I play, and maybe you can put it into a little bit of your play style. So first off, we're going to get into just stocking up the boat. You're going to want to stock up the boat very well. Get a storage crate from the merchant lady and loot the entire island. Grab your cannonball crate, get ready, because it's just you're gonna need the best supplies you can, and just be prepared for any fight. Along with gathering supplies, you're gonna want to be grabbing barrels anytime you go past any, sword dashing off to them or getting as many as you can by harpooning, and then also shooting off to any island you go past as long as the area around you is clear. On the topic of supplies, boat organization goes a long ways. So what I do personally is I run cannonballs, blunder bombs, chain shots, and fire bombs within the top barrel, and then in my bottom barrel I have special balls and fireworks just for a little bit of organization. Now I also even take it a step further and I have a battle box, which is just a storage crate that I have ready to go, loaded with my personal kit. Or for shooting off for supplies, you can drop all your resources in there, your kit, and then you're ready to go. You can come back, grab your supplies, and then re-kit up with your best supplies ready to go. Now I want to get into a couple of general rules. First being, do not ever hard anchor, and if you do hard anchor, raise your sails instantly. Secondly, when in combat, leave your sails in default or dummy, as I like to call them, which means just leaving the sails as they are when you spawn in. The sloop actually is the fastest going upwind, and it also does not catch, if it's not catching full wind on any sail, it just needs to be in default. That's how you stay at the fastest speed possible. It's a little bit weird compared to the other ships, but that's just how it is. Now my third tip is be aware of your surroundings. You're just by yourself. If you die, it's probably going to be a wrap for you. Keep your distance on cannon shots is my fourth tip. And what I want to do here is I want to get into a little bit of a PvP scenario. I'm going to show you guys, a fight that I had out here solo, and I'm going to walk through it with you, the do's and don'ts. So hopefully you guys can kind of, get an idea of what's going through my mind, and then even my kind of review after of what I could have done better or what I did well. So there's two more things here that I wanted to tell you guys. The first one being the sound of a person coming up your ladder, a boarder. It makes a very distinct noise when they come out of the water, so pay attention closely for that here. And secondly, the sound of your boat about to sink when it's on its last or maybe second to last bucket before it goes under. Pay very close attention. Lastly here, before we get into the kind of post-fight review and analysis, I wanted to tell you guys that the sloop is the hardest boat in the game because it's only two people or one person, and anything can go wrong at any moment, and you only have one mast. So don't get discouraged. You're going to sink, you're going to lose, but it's going to be your fastest way possible to get better at the game and learn the basics of the game. And still to this day, I run the sloop, and it's my favorite boat over any other boat. And yes, we do lose just because we get hit off the boat with two cannonballs and both of us get knocked off, even if we're not solo slooping. So don't get discouraged, just keep going. Okay guys, so here we are. We're arriving at the analysis part. For anybody that doesn't want to be a part of this, go ahead and cut out now. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a great benefit to understanding what I'm doing here and why I'm doing it. So first off here, we're hitting an anchor flip because the boat's passing us. Now I don't recommend an anchor flip too often. It's, it can put you in a bad spot, but I trust my abilities and my PvP skills and my regular boat awareness, so I would be able to hear if somebody's coming up the ladder and get that one blunder off. And so what I want to tell you guys here is we're going to be skipping around. I'm not going to make you guys watch through all this. I'm just going to be telling you guys kind of, as we go here, and just jumping around to different parts so you guys can kind of see live action. I'm putting to use what I'm telling you guys. So here I'm hitting them with fire because they're a galleon. And the galleon is susceptible to fire, especially at the captain's quarters. Against a sloop, I won't use fire. I'll just have 5 blunder bombs on. But you can see here, I'm sticking to my general rule of thumb of keep a distance. Now, if you're not good at long-range cannon shots, you're just going to need to get better. And these aren't even long-range. I'd say these are mid-range. Get better at that. Go to arena. Go practice solo sloop. That's the type of stuff you have to do. And so right here, actually, this is a bad move on my part here. I turned in on broadside on a galleon here, but I'm at a distance, a good distance here, to where they weren't able to really take advantage of that. Now, if you're against a better crew, they're definitely going to take advantage of that, and I probably would have sank or should have sank there. So here the galleon is not rotating right, and I'm able to get another chain shot off. And then what you're going to see here, I made a little bit of a mistake. I should have been blunder bombing the whole time. It actually rotates a fire bomb in, which I swear I hit a blunder bomb there. But either way, this galleon's not that good. And as you're going to see, the blunder bombs are going to knock them back, but it also does 50% damage if you direct impact them. So here I'm going for lowers. Had a little bit of help from, you know, the boss. Definitely wouldn't have been as easy without the boss, because I don't even have to end up going over for a board. They end up just sinking on their own because they got hit so hard. This will lead into another point that I hadn't mentioned previously in the video. There's a great value in using the resources around you. You know, if you have a skeleton ship, you could use that to your advantage, but it also can knock you off. Here, I'm using the boss from an Ashen Winds to also help me as a third party. You can be using kegs at forts, driving past forts, dropping off with kegs. I mean, there's all kinds of different things within your environment, and you just need to be able to use those things to your advantage. Like I said, we're going to be skipping around a little bit in this. You know, I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible, but very informative, and there's a lot of information to get out. So here, I'm actually, I got a good distance still. You know, I just sank their boat, and what I'm doing here is I switched to double guns, which I like, and pistol sniper is going to be your best underwater combination.
Yo, GG's, guys.
Your long range and your mid range. So I tell these guys GG, and what I'm going to tell you here is, honestly, this probably wasn't the smartest choice. You know, if you're newer to this, I would not necessarily be shooting out like this. Stay on your boat, use blunder sword. To be honest, I hate blunder sword, but it is an insane combination. If I actually solo sloop, I will run blunder sword. It keeps you at a very big disadvantage, but if you're on your boat, you're at an insane advantage. You know, you're running two of the most overpowering close range weapons in the game. Blunderbuss being a one hit, and the sword, you know, being able to have the mobility of it is amazing. Alright guys, now we're going to wrap things up there, and if this post-fight analysis was something that you guys enjoyed, definitely let me know down in the comments, or with a like or a dislike, as it's something that I actually have a bit of fun with. It's informative and helpful for myself to go back through a fight and look at it. And if you guys enjoyed that, and let me know down in the comments, and also let me know in the comments what you guys want to see for the next video. But I'll see you guys later, and I'll catch you guys out on the seas.